Alright, what's up guys? I am bringing you an NU session after toiling many a crappy NU team away because there's so much broken shit. Barbarical in NU, and Smogan doesn't do anything except ban Venomoth. When there's Durant, Barbarical, Sigilyph running around, I don't understand their mindset, but whatever. But anyway guys, if you would, please leave a like rating on this, 4,000 likes, and I will post a Poke Battle session alongside this one this week, because Poke Battle is probably going to be what I'm playing for, the distant future. It's pretty cool. If you don't know what it is, I'll just leave it as a surprise, but it seems to be a lot more, not necessarily balanced, but just the server works, and there's no tiers. Yeah, it goes off a number system. But this guy is using Barbarical, and that thing is scary. This is that team I was using, just to test out the waters or whatever. Judging from, I don't know, man. He's either going to lead off with that or that. I'm going to lead off with Seismitoad. Perfect. Perfect. Rocks hurt him a little bit. Well, I don't know. Rocks hurt us both equally. So I'm just going to Scald first turn. Maybe get a burn. His Sturdy is broken, however, so that's good. Can't see him staying in. Oh, he stays in to get a Toxic off, I guess. Well, I'm going to EQ you now. He's going to Protect. Ah, Toxic Protect Bastiodon. I don't like that. Go away. I guess what I can do... You know what? I'm going to predict him to switch. Go for a Toxic. Why wouldn't you switch? I do not understand that play whatsoever. I don't understand that at all. But we'll just go into Virizion. Whatever. That's so stupid. Why would you just leave it in? You have a perfectly fine switch in. Whatever. Sacred Sword. Choppleberry! What is going on? Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Togetic. He's going to Protect. I'm just going to... I'm going to Heal Bell. He's going to Iron Head, and that's going to do Jack. Then I'm going to Roost. Then he's going to Protect or whatever. I'm going to Defog. Then I'm going to go back out into Virizion or something. I don't know. He's playing this thing so weird. He's got Choppleberry. Why'd he stand on an Earthquake? Too spooky for me. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to know what this guy's thinking. And the Iron Head's so deadly. Alright, am I physically defensive or specially defensive? Looks like I'm physically defensive. So, you know what? Let's just go out into Seismitoad. And let's just drop an EQ on him. Because I don't care at this point. He drops his own rocks. I'm going to drop my own rocks. And then I'm going to... I should have EQ'd. I know. But now I'm going to go into Virizion. Predict and Protect. And then I'm going to kill him with Sacred Sword. No Choppleberry shenanigans, please. Thank you. Okay. So that pretty much got us nowhere, but whatever. Rocks hurt us about equally. I need to keep Virizion healthy for Barbarical, although he could have Aerial Ace. That's something they can carry. I don't know what this thing's gonna do, though. Probably Substitute. I'm gonna go into Pyroar, predicting that. That's the only thing I can think of. No, he's just gonna Bug Buzz, get a drop. But it looks like nothing's really wanting to take my hyper voice. Except maybe this. But I get a crit, so the hell with you, sir. Let's see. Crits don't do double, so that's not going to kill anymore. Gotta go into Virizion. If he has aerial ace, it might be game over. Honestly. No, he's just got EQ. I don't know why people don't carry aerial ace on it. Like, now that I say that, they will, and Barbaric will be even more broken. I don't know. I just don't know. Magmorta. Well, I don't really need Virizion anymore, I don't think. But I don't really want to let it just die either. Seismitoad can take a fire hit, but do I need Seismitoad either? Probably not. Seismitoad's a little less useful, as he just flamethrowers. Plus I can see what item he is. He doesn't appear to be life orbed, so he may be expert belt. I'm gonna go for a Scald just in case he wants to switch into Jumpluff or something of the sort. But if he switches moves, that lets me know he's expert belt, and I can outspeed him with a lot of things. So that's okay. Looks like he's actually scarfed. No burn, unfortunately. I'm not really scared of this thing, though. Unless he's the Swords Dance set. He's the Leech Seed set, looks like. So I'm going to Roost. He Cotton Guards. Then I guess I'm gonna Heal Bell. Or I'm just gonna Roost again, never mind. Well, that's shit. Can this thing even do anything to Virizion, though? Doesn't look like it. Cotton Guard, Encore, Leech Seed, maybe a flying move? Guess we'll find out right here, or maybe Substitute. He forfeits. Why? I guess he really doesn't like Virizion. Well, that's a disappointing first battle, but you know what? I don't see how he really could have won it. He could have cleaned up with just Hyper Voice, Pyroar probably. So yeah, I guess he was just saving time. I would have played that one out though. There was still a chance, but you know what? Ladder's corrupt. Doesn't matter. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Looky look what we got here. Pyroar of his own. Huh. Well. Man, what do I have to take Pyroar's hits on this team? Not much. Honestly. What can I lead with? Seismitoad, I guess? Guess we're gonna have to. He does have the Defogger. But, you know, might as well get him up and make him go for it. Might as well, might as well. He's using a Wheezing too. I wonder if that's Specs Wheezing. It's making a comeback. I'm really hungry. I need to order Domino's or something. And it's Togetic. I'm just gonna drop a Toxic on him. And then start Stealth Rocking over and over. Then eventually I'll get somewhere, I suppose. Let's just Toxic. Then we'll get a free switch into Pyroar, and then fun can happen. Maybe. Or no, not a switch into Pyroar. I'll switch into Luxray probably. I miss a Toxic, so that's just grand. But I'm content to stay in here and just, you know, do my thing. Okay, there's no way he's gonna go for a like fire move. Yeah, that's what I thought. And now he's probably thinking there's no way he's gonna go for a whatever move and then go into Spiritomb, but I'm actually gonna go for Fire Blast. He goes into Miltank. Probably a thick fat one. Oh, that's definitely thick fat. Thick fat, especially defensive. Good news here though. Free switch into Luxray, I want to say, because he's probably gonna try to status. Or he's just gonna Milk Drink. Alright. And this is gonna be badass. We can just facade all the things I want to say. Or even Wild Charge. Let's facade first turn. I don't want to Wild Charge and him Milk Drink and me lose a lot of health. So let's just facade. He goes into Togetic. Well, now I'm going to Wild Charge in case he wants to go into Spiritomb. I'll lose a little bit of HP, but it's worth it. Because this thing is just a wall breaker extraordinaire, you know? Primeape. Don't think you can do anything to Togetic. Oh, hell no. Not if you do that. I predict he's Scarfed, so... He lost his Defogger as well, so that's pretty huge. So now I predict either Pyroar or Weezing to come in. I think the best thing for either of those is Mesprit. Or he just goes into Miltank. Huh. Well, I can't outspeed Primeape anyway, so it might be beneficial to trick this thing. Let's do it. He's just gonna get his own rocks up. Okay. He's stuck on that though, so let's go for an Ice Beam, get some freeze hacks. Possibly. Nope, no freeze hacks. Well, I don't really know what it can do to Togetic. Because I can Heal Bell, Defog, whatever, you know. Or Dazzling Gleam him. I'm going to Roost this turn, though. He goes into Weezing. If this doesn't show an item, this might be Specs Weezing. Oh my god, it's Specs Weezing. I'm terrified. Let's go into Seismitoad. Sludge Wave crit. Ah. Go away. Go away with that. Scald. That's definitely Specs, though. That's resisted and it did half. He's just going to stay in. He must be invested in speed, too, because Weezing's not that fast, normally. Yeah, that crit definitely sucked. But what are you going to do? What I'm going to do is just go into Mesprit, Ice Beam, something. Or even T-Bolt. Let's just go for a T-Bolt. Should kill either way. If an uninvested Scald did that much, you know, T-Bolt's gonna kill. Plus, he might try to predict an Ice Beam going to Pyroar, and I'll be like, nuh-uh, boy. No, sir. No, sir. And he just goes into Spiritomb. See, here's the thing. He could have Sucker Punch. I think I can live one, though. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't like Spiritomb hanging around these parts, you know? Walling my facades and all that. Don't like it. Plus, if I kill this thing, then I have free reign to Hyper Voice whatever the hell I want. And that's always good. Always good. Always good. He just goes into Pyroar, though. I have nothing to switch into Pyroar. Except my own. And I could use this thing to stop Primeape. So what do I want to go into? Togetic, maybe? Because it can't really do anything anyway. It could stop Primeape. But and like, you know, defog and all that, but outside of that, can't really do much. He just goes for Dark Pulse. Why would you go for Dark Pulse? I'm just gonna roost, I guess. And in comes a Wheezing. But he dies, I think. Yeah, he just dies, so that's awesome. Don't know why you would go for Dark Pulse in that instance, though, you know? What does that hit? Why didn't you go for Hyper Voice? I guess he wanted to... I guess he thought I was staying in and he for sure wanted to kill. Is the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna roost to see what he wants to do. He's just gonna Poison Jab. That doesn't do much at all. So now we're going, and he's left. He has Rage Quit. I was gonna defog or Heal Bell that turn and just go from there, but I'm pretty sure I would have won that anyway. Man, I don't think he's coming back. Didn't he say good luck, have fun too, and he just Rage Quits? I don't know. I've done the same thing, so I can't fault him too much. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, I suppose. Okay. Wow. This is an unconventional team, nonetheless a dangerous team, you know? Priority is probably to keep rocks off the field. I think the only thing that gets rocks is that, so that's probably not going to be a Shell Smasher. I predict the Levani to lead. Set up Sticky Web or something. Something of the sort. So, I'm just going to lead off with what? If he leads off with that, though, that's a problem. Let's just lead off with Pyroar. Pyroar don't care. Liepard. Liepard can Sucker Punch, but I'm faster, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Speed Tie. Don't know why I'm all capsing it. Maybe it didn't work. Or maybe the server's lagging horribly. We Speed Tie. I can't see him hurting Virizion, actually. I mean, it gets play rough, but he's probably unburdened or whatever. But I can just Sacred Sword, you know? I don't really care, man. He's got kind of a fighting weakness, too, and play rough doesn't do shit. This defensive Virizion set, man. God, I don't think that crit mattered either. Liepard's frail as hell. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a fighting weakness. Only one resist, which, you know, isn't that good of a resist, too. So, I like this team, though. It's pretty solid and fun. It's not, like, broken or super overpowered or anything, but it's fun to use. Just two big heavy hitters, you know, a few walls, whatever. This thing I can just Toxic, though. I can Toxic and then go into Togetic. Aerial Ace. Oh, well, shit. That doesn't even kill, though. Ah, man. I didn't know if I got that. Let's go into Togetic. I'm going to have to come in on something slower and heal up, though. But I can just defog all day while the Toxic wears him down, so that's okay. I don't want Sticky Web up, because then Sock friggin' destroys me. Okay. What can this thing do? Could Toxic me. Or T-Wave me. Kind of predict a T-Wave. So I'm going to go into Seismitoad. Oh, he Toxics. Okay. That's fine. I can get Rocks up and Toxic him too. If I need to. We'll go for Rocks just in case he has Sub or something. I don't know what Furfrou likes to run. Furfrou's a little jack of all trades, master of none. I did order a pizza, by the way. Domino's advertisement. Okay. I guess he knew I was gonna do that. I think this is a free switch into Pyroar, though. I want to think it is. Let's go Pyroar. Can't see him EQing. If he goes for an Ice move, I resist it. He just spins. Alright. I really don't see him staying in at all. So I'm just gonna Hyper Voice because that kills anyway, I'm pretty sure. And Levani just died a horrid, disgusting death. Harrow. As for my ladder ranking, I don't know where I'm at. I haven't known where I'm at the past few days. I think they reset it and it's glitching out, so it's just a free-for-all right now. This account was around like 1200, but then the other day it said it was around, or it was 0 and then went up to 1,000 or something. What do is do will. What? You're an expert. 25. LOL. Are you drunk? Pretty sure Hyper Voice kills unless this is like Assault Vest or something. So I'm just gonna freaking YOLO it and go for it. I don't know why I didn't go into the other thing, the rock thing there. But I'm pretty sure Pyroar still 2-8 KOs it. So, but he should have went into it. It scared me out. Pyroar too good, man. Too good. Oh, he misses a Toxic. Didn't really matter because I do have Heal Bell, but that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I hate missing Toxic. Because, especially when it's on a prediction. That was kind of like a last-ditch effort, though. It was like the Toxic me, and then... But he should have went out in this in the first place, to be honest. I can't go to my check Virizion, because it's a little low on health. He's just going to Shell Smash. That's a little terrifying. Luckily, I do have this. And luckily, he does not seem to have... Why Herb? This thing could fuck me up, though. I think Mesprit still outspeeds. But... Like Scarf Mesprit, but... Rock Slide, no flinches. Thank you. Weakness Policy, god damn it! I could never predict that shit from happening. I have no priority. Well, I do have priority, actually. Oh my god, he fucked up. Does he not know what Waterfall, or does he not know what Seismitoad does? I think this guy's drunk with the way he was talking and carrying on. Let's go to Togetic, though. Togetic is the ultimate sock stop, even with, you know, Ice Punch or Stone Edge. I don't think Togetic gives a damn. Oh, he just knocks off. That's fun. I'll just Dazzling Gleam. Furfrou. I know he's going to Toxic me, so I'm going to just be cheeky and go for the old Heal Bell. Oh my god! the fuck? I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. Well. Pyro is my win condition, so I don't want to go in on it and then miss. Kind of want to weaken it first, so that Flamethrower or Hyper Voice can kill. I think I'm faster. I'm gonna try to Synthesis. Just for the hell of it. And because normal gym boosted return did do a lot, but always faster. Is he like banded or something? He must. No, he can't be banded. What the hell? That crit must have really just did a shit ton, I guess. Well. Fuck me, man. Let's just try to burn it or something, I guess. Losing Virizion didn't really matter anyway. Because if I didn't send it in, if I wasn't faster, I couldn't have, I would have just been death fodder anyway, you know? I could Toxic this, but I kind of just want to Scald it. Because damage is damage, and I could miss Toxic. This thing is scary, though. Stop critting me! Stop it! Stop! Stop critting me! It's really annoying. Well, the good news is I know that Flamethrower can kill from there. Yeah. And before, like, his sock is some weird set, like, like, the fire resist Aka Berry sock or something. I don't know. Let's see if he's scarfed. Pretty sure Mesprit handles him either way, though. Oh, that does so much damage. He's just gonna CC. I'm definitely faster, though. He's definitely banded, so. GG either way. Crits didn't matter. Pretty funny, though. Furfru critting the shit out of my team for revenge. I guess that makes it for the Toxic miss? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Hey, the ladder's working again. I think. I don't know. Pretty sure my last, like, 3 wins didn't count. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Oh, man. Kingler and Arbok and freaking that and Sigalith. This guy's not playing games at all. Well, the first thing I want to do is get up rocks. Because I don't see a spinner, and I see two things that really don't like rocks. Now, this thing is a little scary, actually. But what can I possibly do against it besides from Earthquake, you know? He may even try to... I was going to say, he may even try to do the Magnet Rise thing. Alright, so Pyroar is perfect switch into this. Perfect. Just perfect. And if things get really bad, we can go into the Mesprit and trick this thing. But I'm just going to start Fire Blasting. I'm going to move this down just a smidgen, too. How does a Choice Specs Pyroar only do that much to this broken-ass piece of shit? Okay, we go into Mesprit now and we trick it, I suppose. I don't really care if I get a Flame Orb. Trick. I never see that coming, which is good at least. Shame on you. Getting greedy. Okay. What can I do now? There's Ice Beam, like forever. Why are you staying in and Cosmic Powering? I guess because there's no way I can hurt him, but... So let's get some Switch Initiative and just go into this, if he's just going to do that. Because eventually he's going to get critted. And I see nothing on his team that wants to take a Flamethrower. I guess he's just leaving it in to die, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I'll Flamethrower all day, man. Eventually I'll get a crit or something. I like this guy's very creative name of Darth Maul 3456. Is that like the last 4 digits of his phone number, or are there 300 or 3,455 other Darth Mauls? Don't really know. Goes into Kingler, but I don't think Kingler can take this. No, it cannot, and I don't think Kingler outspeeds or gets Aqua Jet, so Kingler is just dead, which is fine by me. No like Kingler. No like Kingler. Archeops. This thing's terrifying. Seismitoad, it's gotta be you, buddy. Thank God he didn't overpredict. Now we can just freely go for Scalds, I want to say. I know what he's going to try to do, though. He's going to try to ship this burn over, if nothing else, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. Or he's just going to roost stall. Yeah, no, none of that. Flamethrower is the safe move, so I'm just going to go for it. Take it out. Now I get the crit. That's funny. Yeah, Sigilyph is so dangerous. I have realized that if you don't have something that can trick it, you are going to get swept because you'll never get crits against them, and if you use it, they will always get crits against you. That's how it works. Regardless of what he goes for, just knock off. That's fine. I'm going to go for Scalds either way. Scalds are the bee's knees. He goes into Arbok. Don't get a burn. Arbok's a little scary, especially if it wants to start setting up coils. Yeah. So we're just going to stay in and keep scalding it until I get that burn. And hopefully he doesn't have Shed Skin. No, he has Intimidate. What am I saying? And he forfeits. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but if you try to set up on something with Scald, you're bound to get burned. It's kind of poetic, I know. But that was 20-turn battle, full battle, so there's really nothing he could have done, though, unless that was like weakness policy and caught me off guard. Because the rest of the things I just Flamethrower with Pyroar. So, let's move on to the next one, though. Alright. That was a quick battle find thing. This looks like a team I can Hyper Voice pretty easy unless that thing is Assault Vest. Then I can't. Huh. This is interesting. I'm going to lead off with it, I think. Maybe. Yeah, let's lead off with Pyroar. Because if he leads off with Seismitoad, I can HP Grass. If he leads off with something else, I can Hyper Voice or Flamethrower or whatever. Like this right here, I can Flamethrower. And my pizza is here. That's a terrible time. But I'm just going to Hyper Voice him. And he goes out in a Seismitoad, and that's going to get 2 KO'd. That's awesome. So let me kill this Seismitoad, and then I'll go get my pizza. I'm so hungry. Oh my god, I might just eat while I'm recording. I may just do that. But Seismitoad is dead. I'll be right back, guys. I had to have one piece. I'm so hungry. Alright. Let's Stealth Rock. I was going to say, well, Stealth Rock predicting him to go out into Jinx to take the Scald, but I think that's Assault Vest, definitely. It doesn't appear this is a Rapid Spinner either, so that's something pretty cool to take into account. But you know what? Can Pyroar kill it with a flamethrower? I don't know. Depends on what EV spread he's running, I guess. Let's see. Choice Specs versus Armaldo. Huh. And we want Assault Vest, assuming no special defense investment. 44 to 51. So we have to go for Fire Blast, and even then, that's not a for sure kill. Huh. Interesting. Probably the safest play would be going to Virizion and just start Toxicing it, because it can't really do much to me in return. Yeah. Probably the safer play there. I don't want to risk missing Fire Blast or have him live on like 1% health. And I don't think he has a Rapid Spinner. He would have went for it. And now we can do this awesome little game called Virizion shouldn't be in you. Let's Synthesis Stall. It gives me an attack boost, so thank you. I can probably kill him now, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Works out. I love Justified. What I don't love, though, is Jinx. The thing with Virizion is I don't think we really need it at this point, because he's got a Muck, which walls me. I kind of just want to stay in and see if I can take it, and then just kill this thing, but he's just going to Lovely Kiss, and that's what I didn't want happening to something else, so that's fine. We're going to go into Pyroar, predicting him to set up a sub. Not the crit! No! That was huge. Well, maybe not. Well, fuck me. Let's see. Data. Jinx. Has good Spadef. Bad. Good Spadef, bad defense. I could even Side Shock, but then I take a big hit. Luxray's gonna be good for Muck. Togetic's gonna be good for Typhlosion. Nothing's gonna be good for Durant, unfortunately. Pyroar would have been. Well, no. It outspeeds me. Huh. Funny how that works. Virizion would be if it wasn't asleep, but, you know. Huh. Let's do a calc real quick. Because I think a resisted Psyshock does more to Jinx, because it's so frail physically. Apparently nobody uses... Nobody even uses Mesprit. Timid, I guess that doesn't matter, but we'll do 252. No, 252 versus a Jinx. 45 to 54, and then I have what, like Thunderbolt? What does more? Psyshock. Maybe I can get a return crit. He goes into Durant. Ooh. Well, that's a little scary. Huh. Did he predict me to go for Psyshock? I guess so. It's not all hope is not lost, though. It may seem that way, but it's not that way. Virizion's not useful at this point, so he can set up a million times if he wants to. I'm just going to get some Life Orb recoil on him. However, and then if I wake up this turn, I hit him in the face with a... There we go, look at that. Not too bad, not too shabby. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter. Mesprit comes in and Thunderbolts. Then that will also kill Jinx at that health, I want to say. Maybe. Maybe. Just gonna X Scissor. Could have went in the freaking Togetic, but I didn't. Alright, Mesprit. You gotta pull your weight here. Could just Psyshock again, actually. It'll kill, won't it? Yeah, it'll kill. I think. 22%? Oh, yeah. Then that'll definitely kill Jinx. It'll really hurt Muck. It'll hurt Typhlosion. It'll work out great. So, you might be my game winner here, Mesprit. Shadow Sneak, I'm not doing that much, but it might be enough to kill me with Typhlosion is the thing, which might be what he's trying to do. However, what's not going to be useful? Luxray could probably sweep with Quick Attack. But I'm pretty sure if this thing's Scarfed, Togetic doesn't care. Looks kind of Scarfed. I don't know. Might be Specs. Let's just Roost. Roost until he runs out or misses or something. Yeah. I'll just Dazzling Gleam. He lovely kisses. Okay. Don't want to switch into a fucking Psyshock again, so I'm just going to stay in. First turn Wake? What is up with that? I don't know, but that's pretty awesome. Well, I guess that makes it for the crit somewhat. Those first turn Wakes. Typhlosion, I'm just going to go for Dazzling Gleam. A little bit of damage is a little bit of damage. I'm thinking that Specs Typhlosion though, because that was doing a lot. I'm not specially invested. And I did like half, but I'm still Eviolite, you know? And he goes for Hidden Power. Ice, maybe? I'm not sure what he is, but we're just going to Psyshock. I am faster, so I guess it didn't matter in the end. GG. That was a nice game. Came down to the wire. Alright, I'm going to eat my pizza now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.